All right, what's up, guys? Should be live. Should be good to go. We got a 7-game Tuesday slate to talk about. As always, I appreciate all you guys tuning into the stream. We'll be live for about 25-30 minutes. I went live a little bit later today because lock is at 7:30 Eastern, so figured I'd go live at 6:30 Eastern, an hour before lock. Keep the schedule the same. But yeah, guys, if you have questions, start throwing those in chat. I see we do already have a good amount of questions in the chat, so I'm gonna try and get through all these. News-wise today, there wasn't too much that came out, but we did get some kind of important news out of Boston. So Boston, they're going to be without Robert Williams tonight. He is now out. So I think Robert Williams being out does impact the slate a decent amount. I think the biggest beneficiary will for sure be Al Horford. I'm expecting Al Horford to start at center. I think they already said that they're going to start. Grant Williams will start at the 4, and then they'll slide Horford down to the 5. So with Horford starting at center, his rebounding numbers go up when he plays at center. His fantasy production overall is just better. The matchup against Embiid is really tough, but I think they're going to need Horford out there to guard Embiid. Like, I don't know how much they really want to play Daniel Tice. Daniel Tice is available to play, but I think Horford's going to play like 30 minutes, if not more. He's 5,400. He's going to play center, so he should be more productive than normal. I like Horford quite a bit now that Robert Williams is out. I think Horford's a really good play. I don't think he gets a ton of ownership either. And then, we're still waiting for news on like John Morant. That's really important. We got news that Giannis is going to play as expected. We got news that Jimmy Butler is going to play as expected. But I think that's really it. I'm just waiting for news. We're still waiting for news on Brogdon too. I don't think Brogdon's going to play. He's been out for so long. But, we'll have to monitor that too. But good thing on this slate, there's 7 games. 3 of the games start at 7:30, so they start at lock. The other 3 games start at 8, so 30 minutes after lock, and then the last game of the night is at 10. So we'll have I think we'll have all the news that we need close to or after lock, shortly after lock, I should say. Hopefully we'll get some news during the stream and then we can touch on it. Okay, we just did get word that Brogdon is out, so there you go. So with Brogdon out for the Pacers, I will be interested to see who starts for the Pacers. So Chris Duarte would normally start, but Chris Duarte is out as well. So Pacers starting lineup will be pretty important. They're going to start Halliburton, they're going to start Hield, they're going to start Brissett, they're going to start Goga. Do they start Lance Stevenson? Do they start Jalen Smith? Do they start Dwayne Washington? We'll have to monitor that as well. Because we could get some value from Indiana depending on who winds up starting for Duarte, who is going to be out, and Brogdon out too. All right, let's start getting through some of these questions. Didi asks standout values. I mean, right now, value-wise, I think Horford I like a lot. I guess you could consider him a value. Clint Capella is not that expensive. I think he's a really good play on the slate. He should play a lot without John Collins and in this matchup, so I would consider Capella a good value. Depending on who starts for Indiana, whether it's Lance Stevenson or Jalen Smith or Dwayne Washington, whoever starts is probably going to be in play for value. We're still waiting for Ja news, so if Ja gets ruled out, that's going to give us some value too. I think Ja will play. We'll have to monitor that. And then on the Clippers side, the Clippers have been running a tight rotation lately. They're still missing Kawhi, PG, Norman Powell out as well. Luke Kennard did not play yesterday. We'll have to see if he plays tonight. But Terrence Mann's been playing really well. He's playing huge minutes right now. I think he's a good value play. That's kind of where I'm looking to for value as of now. Yesterday you mentioned the mid-range. What stands out to you the most today? Just in the mid-range, like LaMelo, Halliburton, Rozier. Those are some guys I like in the mid-range. Then you have these Memphis guys who would look really good if Ja doesn't play. But those are some guys I like in the mid-range. Buddy Hield or Oubre, give me Buddy Hield. Horford or Ayton. That's close. I would probably still say Ayton, but I definitely think Horford is right up there with Ayton, and he's also a lot cheaper. Points per dollar wise, I would definitely take Horford. Can you please discuss the Boston situation with Tice being limited to only 20 minutes, but he's 3K? Yeah, I saw that. Tice is going to play 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not really interested in Tice. I think the guy that really benefits with Robert Williams out is going to be Al Horford, and we just discussed that. How's this lineup? LaMelo, Hield, Stevenson, Horford, Capella, Ant-Man, Miles Bridges, man. I like that, Ryan. I will say that Lance Stevenson, for me, if Lance Stevenson doesn't start, I'm not as high on him. But if he does wind up starting, I think he will be a good value. We'll have to wait and see what the Pacers starting lineup is. Kind of torn between Jaylen Brown, Vanderbilt, or Horford, Miles Bridges. I would take Horford and Miles Bridges if that was my lineup. Paul or PG? Paul or Young PG? Who's Young PG? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Giannis playing or still probable? Giannis is playing. Noah, how are you doing? Hope all is well. Appreciate what you do. Please keep the content coming. Appreciate you, LeVar. Appreciate you, my man. I'm gonna try my best to keep the content coming. We got a few more slates before the All-Star break. We got a slate today, obviously. We got some games tomorrow. We got some games Thursday, and then there's no NBA for almost a week. So I'll be gone for a while. I'm gonna take a break during the All-Star break. Try and get out the house. Smell the roses, as everyone likes to say. But I'm looking forward to these last few slates for the All-Star break. Hopefully we can win some money tonight, win some money tomorrow, win some money on Thursday, and go into the All-Star break up big. Any cash game players you like tonight? I mean, for cash games, a lot of those value guys are going to be chalky, but those are guys you probably want to play in cash. So all those guys I just spoke about, they're all cash game plays. And then you can kind of fit in the studs you like with those values. Luka, Giannis, Towns, or Embiid? I would probably say Embiid of those four. Who's your favorite center tonight? It's probably Capella overall. Young, Tatum, or Ball? Give me LaMelo. What are games to target tonight? I mean, games that's just I don't know. That's a question I don't really like answering. There's no game I think you have to target. There's 7 games on the slate. You just kind of play the guys that are getting big minutes. Play the guys that are underpriced. There's no. I never go into a slate. What's the game I need to target? That's just not how you play NBA DFS. But if you were going to stack a game or something like that, I mean, the Charlotte-Minnesota game has a 244 total. 2 fast-paced teams going against each other. There's probably going to be some guys that do well in the Charlotte-Minnesota game. But, you can't really stack this game because, you're not going to play LaMelo, Rozier, Bridges, Oubre. You're not going to play 4 Hornets. You're not going to play, you're not going to play 7 players from this game. But, I think 2 or 3 guys from that game is, something you could do. I don't game stack though in NBA. I say that like all the time. I don't know why people come in here and ask like game stack questions. Grant Williams or Dean Wade, they're both starting. Oh God. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go Grant Williams. What's up, Noah? What's up, Damien? What's up, my man? Good luck tonight, everyone. Hit the like button for Noah. Appreciate you, T-Bone. Good luck to you as well, my man. Butler, Booker, Paul, or Brown? Give me Devin Booker there. I think Taco and B 10.5 rebounds over is good. I mean, I would take it. Yeah, I would take it. I usually don't take the tacos because there's a limit on how much you can bet. But if you're scared to take 10.5 rebounds for Embiid, you should be betting his under on his normal rebound prop. But I would take it if I was betting it. Edwards, Rozier, or Ingram?
Yeah.
Give me Rozier there. Utility 4,400 and under. Let's see. I mean, Terrence Mann, he's 4,600. If you could get to him, I would like to do that. But 4,400 and under, I mean, I think, like, if Lance Stevenson starts, 4K, I like him. If Jalen Smith starts, 3,900, I would like him. Whichever guy starts for the Pacers, whether it's Stevenson, Smith, or Washington, it probably is going to be one of those three. That's where I think you go right there. Grant Williams, a good cheap value at 3,200. I usually don't get excited about Grant Williams. Grant Williams has made plenty of spot starts this year. He's not a good point per minute player. Even though he's starting, I don't really have much interest in Grant Williams. Morris or Horford? I'll take Horford. J-Val, Allen, Bridges, or Garland? Give me Miles Bridges there. What's up, Elvin? What's up, my man? Is Derek White a good pick tonight, you think? I mean, I think Derek White's playable. I think Marcus Smart, playing doesn't make Derek White look as good. I would have had a lot of interest in Derek White if he, was starting, because Smart was questionable. Now that Smart's playing, like, I think Derek White's okay. He probably plays, like, 25, 30 minutes off the bench, but, doesn't really stand out on this slate. All right, we did get a $2 super chat from Sean. He asked, what's happening with Butler in the Heat? We got word that Jimmy Butler is on track to play. So, from Miami, I think like everyone that was questionable is going to play. So, Jimmy should play, and Caleb Martin, I think, was on track to play as well. With Jimmy playing, I don't think there's too much that stands out from Miami. If you want to play Jimmy, Bam, or Lowry, I think it's okay, but no standout plays coming from Miami for me. If Jimmy would have sat, then I would have had second thoughts about that. Catter, Greek Freak, I mean, I would take Giannis straight up. Mikal Bridges or Montrezl Harrell straight up, give me Bridges. Garland or D'Angelo Russell, that's a close one for me. I think given the game environment, given the high total, given the fast pace that Charlotte-Minnesota game should play, I side with Russell there. Is it too sketchy to have Buddy, Lance, and Brissett? I don't think so. I mean, we've seen so far through 2 games with the Pacers, Buddy Hield's played huge minutes. Ever since they put Brissett in the starting lineup, he's been playing huge minutes. And then obviously if Lance starts, he's going to be a good value. So I have no issues with those guys. I guess the only scary thing, loading up on Pacers is that the Pacers could get blown out here. The game could get ugly. But man, if it stays close, like you're going to get huge minutes from Hield, from Brissett, from Halliburton. So I think it's fine. 4,900 left for util, not including man. I would say, let's see. I mean, it's probably going to be one of those Pacers guys. I guess Zubac. Like, I don't mind Zubac in this matchup against Ayton. Like, I think they're going to need Zubac out there to guard Ayton. Zubac has shown good upside when he gets minutes. So, maybe Zubac I would take there with that last spot. What's your take on Luka? I mean, Luka, you can play Luka any slate. I think the matchup and the price tag, make Luka not a priority spend up for me. But, like, Luka's just been going nuts every night. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Luka goes for 70 again. But I just think, on the road against Miami, good defense, slow-paced game. I don't think this is a spot where I'm, like, jamming in Luka. Top spend-ups you like on Yahoo? Probably LaMelo, Trey. If you want to play Embiid, I don't hate that. But, like, I kind of like LaMelo, Trey. Those are, like, my favorite spend-ups on Yahoo. Russell, Ayton, or Harris? Give me D'Angelo Russell there. Also on Bogdanovich, I mean, not much interest in Bogdan. Like, he played really well last game, but coming off the bench, like, Bogdan, where he's priced at, is not a guy that I have much interest in. If he comes out there and puts up, 40 again, then so be it. But I think in the, 28, 30 minutes Bogdan plays, he probably scores 30 DraftKings points. And at 5,500, that's solid, but that's not really, like, winning you anything. It's not winning you a GPP, so I think if Bogdan was cheaper, I'd have a little bit more interest. At 5,500, he doesn't really stand out. Paul or Trae Young? Give me Trae Young. $18 guard on Yahoo. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. $18 guard on Yahoo, man. I'd probably say, I guess Patrick Beverley. I mean, there's not many guards I like in this range. You know, maybe if Ja gets ruled out, you could play D'Anthony Melton, but I guess give me Patrick Beverley. Man or Hurt or Hunter? Give me Terrence Mann. What do you think? Who do you think's best points per dollar, Ibaka or Jalen Smith? Well, with Giannis playing, I have zero interest in Ibaka, so I would definitely take Jalen Smith there. You think Batum starts tonight? I think if Luke Kennard's out again, they'll probably start Batum. If Luke Kennard plays, they can maybe start Kennard instead of Batum. But, you know, Batum started last night. He played really well. So, yeah, I think Batum probably starts again. D'Lo and Buddy Hield or Rozier and Horford? Man, HB, that's a coin flip. I would say D'Lo and Buddy Hield, but that is really close. Embiid the best spend up now versus Horford? I mean, I don't think, like, you know, Robert Williams being out, maybe it's a small boost for Horford, but, you know, or for Embiid, but Horford can still, you know, do his job. I mean, Horford's not like a shutdown defender or anything. When it comes to Embiid, like, I don't care about matchup. Like, Embiid can put up a huge game any night. It's just with this slate, with how, you know, it's shaping up, I think the mid-range looks a lot better than, you know, the studs. What do you think between Edwards or Halliburton? Between Edwards or Halliburton, I would prefer Halliburton. Ibaka or Jalen Smith? Definitely give me Jalen Smith. Horford or Capella and Rozier, Garland or Halliburton? I would still take Capella over Horford, but I think Horford, you know, does look a lot better now that Williams is out. And then Rozier, Garland or Halliburton? Give me Halliburton. Interested in Giannis if he plays? I think Giannis is always in play. The only concern with Giannis tonight is that, you know, they could beat the crap out of Indiana here. But, like, if Indiana can hang and keep this game close, man, it wouldn't be surprising to see Giannis smash because Indiana has nobody to stop Giannis. Horford or Adams? Give me a Horford over Steven Adams. Devontae Graham, sneaky GPP play. Dude, I would not play Devontae Graham. His minutes have been way down. He's just not been getting a ton of run. You know, Devontae Graham at this point is just out of play for me. You think fading Celtics overall and maybe just picking Joel from 76ers from that game or fade both? I mean, the only guy that I really like from the Celtics is Horford. Horford's my favorite play from the Celtics. I don't really have much interest in anyone else. And then from Philly, you know, if I was going to play a Sixer, it would be Embiid. Do you have to play that? Like, you can fade that game. I mean, I don't think you have to play anyone there, but definitely favorite play from Boston is Horford. Favorite play from Philly is Embiid. Should I take Booker or Butler? I would play Devin Booker over Jimmy Butler. Also, Reggie Jackson tonight. I mean, as long as the Clippers can keep the game close, I think Reggie has big time upside. But I definitely worry about blowout in that game. You know, back to back for the Clippers. They're facing a really good Suns team. We've seen the Clippers get blown out a lot this year. We've seen them have really disappointing games, but if they can keep it close, I think Reggie Jackson offers upside for sure. We've seen him play really well, you know, the last few games and the games that, you know, the Clippers have kept close. When do you think they'll release the Pacers starting lineup? It'll probably be around lock. Probably within like the next 10 to 15 minutes if I had to guess. Booker or Halliburton? Give me Halliburton. Miles Bridges or Halliburton straight up? Give me Halliburton. Back to the well on Mann and Zubac. I think Mann's still a really good play. Zubac, you know, I never have confidence in Zubac, but I think in this matchup against Ayton, like, they're probably going to want Zubac out there. You know, Zubac does have good upside when he gets the minutes. It's just that the minutes are always tough to predict for him. But if Zubac plays like 26, 28 minutes tonight, wouldn't be surprising to see him do well. But with how much Mann's been getting run, like with how much they've been playing Terrence Mann, I think he's a pretty good value. I mean, they played him like almost 40 minutes last night. And he's a young guy, like he can handle playing big minutes. Any interest in Butler? I mean, I think Jimmy Butler is another guy that's like always playable. His price has come down a little bit. Does he stand out as, you know, a top play on this slate? I don't think so, but he's playable. $19 and under util, I would take Horford. He's $19. You ever fade a player like Ball because of defenders like Beverly? I mean, dude, like, no. Especially when it's like a really, like LaMelo can thrive in any matchup. And especially, like, these are the type of games LaMelo thrives in. You know, fast pace, opportunity to, you know, score in transition. I mean, these are the games that LaMelo should do really well in. You know, some of the best, like, on-ball defenders this year are, like, Mikal Bridges, Herb Jones, Dorian Finney-Smith has been really good defensively. But there's never, like, I never just fade a guy because someone's going to be guarding him. I think people overrate matchups. Like Patrick Beverley, is Patrick Beverley still an elite defender? I don't really think so. He's just like he's a pesky defender. He's just always up in your face. But LaMelo should still do well here, especially with the pace of this game. That's what really matters: is pace, expected points. That's what I care about. Chris Paul or Trae Young? I would take Trae. Thoughts on Ja? If Ja plays, I mean, he's a good tournament option. I don't think anyone's going to play Ja, especially because he's been questionable all day. If we don't get word that Ja's playing until like way after lock, maybe it's like 7:45 Eastern till we get word on Ja, then he should be really low on. Why the music? I mean, why not? Just give it some pizzazz, I should say. Rather than me just sitting here talking in silence, maybe add a little bit of music to the background. Makes the stream just feel a little bit better, in my opinion. What's up, Noah? You like Portis tonight? Not really. I mean, with Giannis playing, I don't think Bobby Portis really stands out. I don't think there's not much from Milwaukee I like outside of Giannis. Obviously last slate yesterday was a good day to play, all those Bucks guys, but today with Giannis back, not much interest in Portis. Why man over Reggie Jackson? I mean, because look at the price difference. I mean, price is a thing. We don't just play guys. Obviously, play Reggie Jackson over Terrence Mann, but Reggie Jackson projects better. But one guy's 4,600, the other guy's 6,400. That's the main thing. I'm not saying that Terrence Mann's going to outscore Reggie Jackson. I'm just saying, when you factor in price point, that's what we're playing. We're playing a game. We can't just play whoever we want. We have to build a lineup with the salary constraints. Do you like Garland? I mean, ever since LeVert's been in Cleveland, Garland's definitely taken a big hit. He's not been playing that well lately, but I think the matchup against Atlanta is good. The price has come way down. I don't think Garland gets a ton of ownership, so no issues going to him in tournaments. Definitely in play for tournaments. If I was playing one lineup today, do I get to Garland? I don't think so. But, if I was playing multiple lineups, he'd be in my player pool. Yahoo lineup: LaMelo, Halliburton, Rozier, Buddy, Horford, Mann, Capella, Jackson. I like that, Damien. I like that. Good luck tonight, Noah. Thanks for all you do. Hey, Rhino, appreciate you, my man. Good luck to you as well. Cam Johnson or Batum? If Batum starts again, I'd probably take Batum. Bane or Ayton? I would say Ayton for now, but if Ja gets ruled out, then I would take Bane. Brissett or Horford? That's a close one for me. I think I would still lean Brissett, but that's definitely close. Brandon Ingram or CJ McCollum? I think I'd go McCollum if I had to pick one, but don't love either one of those guys on this slate. Not too much stands out from the Pelicans to me. Garland, Russell, Halliburton, Mann, Brissett, Buddy, Capella, LaMelo. Was that a different lineup? I think that's solid as well. Looks like almost the same lineup you put earlier. I don't know if there was a difference. Let's see. It's like a 1v1 or a 2v2. You like Halliburton on DK? I mean, I think Halliburton's a pretty good play. His role's been really good with Indiana. He's been playing huge minutes. Brogdon's out again, so I think, that secures the role for Halliburton. And where he's priced at, I don't think he gets a ton of ownership. He's almost, 9K, so I definitely think Halliburton's a good play, especially now that Brogdon's officially out. Edwards, Rozier, or Bam? Give me Rozier. Patrick Beverley or Kevin Love? I guess I'd take Kevin Love if I had to pick one. Booker and Mann or D'Lo and Reggie Jackson? Give me Booker and Mann. That's a close one though. Younger Ball? Give me LaMelo, but another really close one. Will Covington get 28 to 30 minutes? I mean, the Clippers pretty much ran like an 8-man rotation last night. A couple guys played a few minutes in a blowout, but I think if the game stays close, they probably run an 8 or 9-man rotation again. If Kennard plays, they'll probably run a 9-man rotation. How much did Covington play last night? Because they ran an 8-man rotation, he played 27 minutes. So, I think he probably plays close to that, probably like 24, 25. Does he get 28 to 30? I don't think so. I don't think Covington's like a great play on the slate, but they did run a really tight rotation yesterday. The Clippers did, so if they do that again, there's going to be some opportunity for those bench guys like Covington. Pat Bev or Grayson Allen? Give me Beverly. Rozier, Smart, Young, Harris. I mean, is that Trae Young? I don't think there's any. Yeah, play Trae Young there. I mean, you can't. Terry Rozier Marcus Smart, Trae Young, or Tobias Harris. I mean, those 4 guys are all different price points. Jalen Smith or Mann or Gallo, give me Terrence Mann. Maxey or Russell, give me Russell. Paul, Ball, or Garland, give me LaMelo. Great stuff as always, bro. Good luck tonight. I'm going with Steven Adams at center as my sneaky low-owned play. Hey, best of luck to you, Elvin. Best of luck, my man. Is Grayson Allen a good steal if the game blows out from Milwaukee? I don't think Grayson Allen would play in a blowout, so probably not. I think a guy that, a guy like Jordan Nwora, if the game gets really ugly, Jordan Nwora probably plays like 15 minutes in a close game. He probably plays like 25 in a blowout. So that's the kind of guy you could play, hoping for a blowout. I don't think Grayson Allen would play in a blowout. Thoughts on Beasley? I mean, I'm not really on Malik Beasley. It's a good matchup. It's a fast-paced game, but like with the Hornets, or not Hornets, but with the Wolves fully healthy right now, I mean, Malik Beasley probably plays like mid-20s minutes. He doesn't really stand out to me. Hunter or Mann? Give me Mann. Garland or Paul? Give me Chris Paul straight up. I'll take over Garland. Good luck, Noah, and chat. Good luck to you, DD. Good luck to you, my man. Melton or Mann? I would say Terrence Mann. Kind of wish people would type out their thoughts more instead of just blasting you with this or that questions. I mean, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, there's definitely times like I see people just spam like their question over and over and over, and I'm like, dude, just give me a minute. I'll get to it, man. It's like, damn. You in on Cat? I mean, like, it's a good matchup against Charlotte. It should be a fast-paced game. We've kind of talked about that, but like Cat's almost 10K, so like I don't think we're not really getting a great price tag on Cat. I think as a low-owned dart throw, he's viable. Wouldn't be surprised to see Cat have a big game in a good matchup, but the price tag just makes Cat like a low-owned dart throw. Luka or Giannis? Man, I think the blowout risk in that Minnesota or in that kind of blanking that Milwaukee game makes Giannis a riskier option, so I guess I'd take Luka. I mean, that does worry me a little bit for Giannis tonight. Is just blowout. Stevenson or Batum? If Stevenson starts, I would definitely take Stevenson over Batum. Still waiting on that Pacers starting lineup. Hopefully we should be getting it anytime soon, or any minute now. Thoughts on Rozier? I mean, I think Rozier is viable. Like right now, Charlotte's running a really tight rotation. They're playing Rozier, Bridges, LaMelo, huge minutes. Do I expect Rozier to put up 60 fantasy points tonight like he has the last 2 games? I don't think so, but with how much opportunity Rozier's getting in a fast-paced game, it wouldn't be surprising to see Rozier do well again. But don't expect 60 Draftkings points like he's played like he's put up in back-to-back games. Thoughts on having them all in the same lineup? Okay, I got you. So having all in the same lineup: Rozier, Young, Smart, and Harris. I mean, like Marcus Smart and Tobias Harris, I'm not really on. I mean, I just don't think Marcus. When the team's fully healthy, I just really never play Marcus Smart. And Tobias Harris is kind of the same thing. Like whenever Embiid's in, like Embiid just soaks up so much usage. Tobias Harris he hasn't been that great this year, even with Embiid when Embiid's in the lineup. So I like Rozier, I like Trae Young, but Smart and Harris, I don't have much interest in them. Guard 6,800 and under. Let's see. Man, I probably play Reggie Jackson or like Buddy Hield, like one of those 2 guys. Reggie Jackson, you're kind of hoping for the game to stay close. Same with Buddy Hield, but like I think if the game stay close, Reggie Jackson has upside. Same with Buddy Hield, because I think both those guys will play big minutes if it's a close game. Montrezl Harrell or Buddy Hield, last man in on Yahoo. Give me Buddy Hield. Cat or Embiid? I would take Embiid straight up. What's up, Noah? What's the best way to spend $13 at shooting guard? Let's see. I don't know if there's many cheap shooting guards I'd be playing on Yahoo. If you've got $13, you're probably playing, God, I guess Grayson Allen. But man, like there's not much cheap shooting guards I like. If Dwayne Washington winds up starting for Indiana, then you could play him. But shooting guard's not a position I really want to be paying down at on Yahoo. I don't think. I would be trying to get to like Booker, Halliburton, Rozier, Russell. Like those are my favorite shooting guards on Yahoo. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here. We've been live for 30 minutes or so. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully, I was able to answer everyone's questions. I think we got through basically all of them. So best of luck tonight, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, an hour before lock. We have a really big slate tomorrow. And then we have, one more slate Thursday, and then, that's it. The All-Star break is slowly creeping up on us. There will be no games from Friday to Wednesday of next week. So we got a few more slates before the All-Star break. I will see you guys tomorrow, an hour before lock. Peace out, fellas. Good luck tonight.